Right, this is a battle on my Kamikaze, one of the three Kamikaze sisters, Kamikaze R, Kamikaze, and the Fujin, basically all the same ship. It's another one that illustrates why you don't give up. I tell everybody I'm going C. I let the Phoenix know that I'm gonna lay smoke for him so he can provide cover. And I think I'm gonna, well, maybe not. Was gonna take over the camera, but not yet. But there's a thing that as a destroyer player, CV players expect you to pop smoke and then die. Now, the CVs in this game don't have manual drop, so that's a little easier to survive. Popping smoke for the Phoenix. They're already in on C. I hope he slows up and uses it. I'm detected. Here we go. We've got Clemson. He's popping smoke, and there's another destroyer right behind him. I go guns. Again, have AP loaded from a previous match, I guess. I take some rounds, but not too much damage. Omaha and Wyoming are dumping on me now. Our Phoenix is pushed too far. He's taken fire from Clemson and the Nicholas, but hopefully he will, oh, look at that. He gets him. Torpedo bombers coming in, and bombers looking at their Omaha. He's not looking at me yet. Oh, now he is. Torpedoes behind me. Stand gun silent for a few. Dump some torps on that smoke and hopefully in the Omaha's path. Torpedo bombers coming in. For a few rounds at the Omaha. Phoenix is getting dropped. I get hit by bombers. Sorry for that glitch there. Phoenix is dead, so I've got battleship backup, but they're pretty far away. Taking rounds, defend the cap again. Have my AAA on, it's not much, but at this point, if I can take something out, here he comes, he's gonna try and cross drop me, I believe. Yep, but not today, not today. Drifting across the path of that one torp and then hitting the brakes. Undetected now. Their Omaha's taken long range fire. Oh, and there's a whole thing going on in Champ between Diabolical and Emperor Ovaltine. Oh my god. Oh, border hugger. I swear it was an accident. Kamikaze and her sisters are all a wonderful throwback to the glory days of the IGN destroyer line, where you could stealth torp and be the bane of people's existences, but you have lousy gun systems. Actually, the ship doesn't really have too bad gun systems. I am not afraid to use the guns in a gunfight. and I'm not afraid to use them as a weapon of first choice sometimes. And Emperor Ovaltine is still doing it. Popping smoke for the battleship, hoping he'll go gun silent for a little bit. Use it as a respite. Oh, their Omaha goes down. But use it as a respite, repair, and maybe even, you know, take time on a shot you want to place and make it count. Torpedoes going out for their smoke. Omaha's fighter plane is up. Wyoming is out there. Oh, look at that. Nicholas goes down. Now things are evening up. At least for me. Wyoming's taking fire. Their other destroyer is in smoke and firing. I'm dumping torps just outside range on the Wyoming, but he's going to drive into range. There's more rounds coming out. Our Nicholas is pushing up. Maybe he can deal with that destroyer who's making our battleship, our Wyoming's live, miserable. And oh, under the fantail. Taking a risk, throwing torps out between two friendlies, but so my smoke's gonna go, but I'm gonna use it for at least. And Wyoming goes down. Nicholas and Kamikaze. Nicholas is gonna die. He's taking a full broadside of torps. I put 2 into the Wyoming and get him, so now it's me and the Kamikaze. Kamikaze doesn't know I'm here for the, well, doesn't know I'm here too much. Oh, our Nicholas lived. I swear it looked like he was going to take those torps. Kamikaze's popped smoke. Our Kaiser is pushed up now. Kamikaze is preventing the cap. They have a Phoenix capping on B, going up against Isuzuchi, but I can guarantee you he's dumping torps on that Isuzuchi. We have 2 caps. We're only getting points from 1. They're getting points from none. We're up on points. We're up on caps. Isuzuchi takes out the Phoenix. Bombers inbound for the Isuzuchi at B. Looks like some of their ships are turning back towards B. I'm looking for the Kamikaze. Our Kaiser is slowed up. Torps are coming out. From there's the Kamikaze. He's dumped behind the island. I call out for the Kaiser that I've put out torpedoes. I don't want them to drive into their path. Secondaries from the Kaiser were on the Kamikaze a little bit. So I'm capping. We're up on points and relatively even on ships from what I can tell without using fingers to count. So I dumped torps on the right side of the island since my other sets have gone through the left. I'm just trying to box him in. I stop. Kaiser keeps getting hit, which I believe is resetting the cap, but I think we should get it. Alright, we've got all 3 caps. Torpedo bombers are coming in on the Kaiser. Kaiser's AAA is up. There's the Kamikaze. Isuzuchi is firing on the Kaiser. I call out we need to get that Kamikaze. Torpedo bombers coming in. Nicholas is pushing. I can't... Well, Nicholas is slowing up, so I might be able to get torps off here. Again, I'm trying to just keep him boxed. Enemy's pushing into A now. Our A flank is kind of folded. Couple shots into the engine room, but don't kill him. Don't kill his engine. Just over. My smoke begins to obscure my spotting, but I need it because I've got the inevitable CV fighter spot with bombers coming in. I gotta back off this island. And I'm in smoke, so I'm gonna let my AAA go off on that fighter. Torpedo bombers and bombers hitting the Nicholas. Oh, we lost our Kaiser. More torpedo bombers. Now I'm out here on my own. I'm going to turn back in and open up some space between me and the Kamikaze. Continue to harass. Spotted. If the CV player was paying attention, he saw that and is going to bring those planes back. Yep, here they come. So I'm going to run from them as long as I can. Torpedo bombers coming in, so when torpedo bombers are coming for you, turn into them. Try and keep them off your nose so that you can do this. Again, no manual drops, so those spreads are pretty easy to avoid. Isuzuchi throws long-range rounds. No dice. Going back into C because I'm expecting the Kamikaze to try. Yep. So he's in here. There he is. More plane. Fighters are still overhead. And in this, I am the gunboat compared to this guy. He's trying to get torps, I'm guessing. More rounds out. I'm trying to hit midships and take out his torpedo systems. Bombers coming in, fighters still overhead. He's on fire and hasn't put it. There it goes, it's out. I love, they bracket, but I love when they turn back into your shots. I've had that happen a lot where they'll do it and I get solid hits. Took out his engine. Torps are going in. Poorly dropped torpedoes there by the CV player. More. Miss with the dive bombers. It's down to me and the CV versus a CV, the DD, and a battleship, the Isuzuchi. So C is the one they're contesting. AAA on the fighters yet again. And I think their CV begins to go CV hunting, which I'm more than happy to have him do. Sorry, CV player, you really pulled your weight in more ways than one, but in particular pulling the heat off of me. So I'm gonna just skirt, let him take C. We are well up on points. So he's doing a chain delay launch on his torpedo systems. I'm going to let him cap C because we're up on points. Time's 7 minutes. That's still too much time. But I'm also playing to... There we go. Let his smoke come down. Or let him make a mistake and come out looking for me. 3 rounds in. One round out. I am well ahead on the damage tray. 2 rounds out. Got him. C's mine at this point. CV just survived, I think, a torpedo bomber attack. He may be flooding. Let's take control of the camera. He's dropped off my visual, so I can't see. One single torpedo from the Kamikaze. They say take C, and that is my plan. Enemy Isuzuchi and CV are pushing B to try and cap it. And honestly, right now they're in the better position. Our Zuiho is doing the best that he can. I give him a Godspeed because he's going to need all the blessings he can get. Going into C. Letting my camera take back over. And they start capping B. There's the Isuzuchi. So, the general rule of thumb is smoke can be used defensively, covering your ass or your partner's ass. Be used offensively, where you drop it for somebody and spot, allowing them to shoot. But there's one more way you can use smoke that I don't see a lot of people use it. I've got bombers coming in, and I'm gonna sit. This is what the CV player wants me to do. But now, his bombers, I'm detected, but only for a second. Now they're saying the smoke will cover me. When my smoke's a decoy, I want them to think I'm there. The CV player wasn't paying attention and didn't see that his plane saw me. So all I'm doing now is putting as much room between me and those planes, because the more room I can put between them, the more time I run off the clock, and we're at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And he's going to orbit those bombers. He's going to orbit that smoke with his bombers, and I am... So, there's a song I like that, they get the Zuiho, that I'm just going to let play in the background while the rest of this plays out.
Every Friday on the farm is rabbit pie day. So every Friday that ever comes along, I get up early and sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Bang, 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 bang goes the farmer's gun. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, 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 run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't give the farmer his fun, fun, fun. He'll get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Bang, bang.